Okay, so we're going to solve a few multi-step inequalities. We'll be solving and graphing again. And this time we will have quite a few of them negative coefficients. So at that point we'll have to remember the rule for that. And we'll get to that probably on the second one. Well, we'll see. Number one, let's solve this one. 6x plus 8 plus 6x minus 6 is less than 14. Okay. So go ahead and write that down, please. So we're still going to run down that laundry list of rules or things we should do in a certain order to solve an equation. They still apply for a multi-step inequality. So distribute, combine like terms, all of that. So obviously no distributing, but we can combine like terms, right? Let's go ahead and combine. We can combine 6x with this 6x, and we can also combine 8 and negative 6. So that gives us, what do we get? 6 and 6 is 12, plus 2 is less than 14. Okay. Let's eliminate the constant. And we'll get 12x is less than 12. And what's our final answer? What do we get? Yes. X is less than 1. Okay. So it's all real numbers less than 1. Notice how I said that. All real numbers less than 1. That's one of the things we have to start. I want you to understand is if you were to have to explain this to someone, you can also say all real numbers less than 1 in this case. And what does this all real numbers, what are we saying when we make that statement, all real numbers less than 1? What does the all real numbers specify? It's basically everything that we're doing with the number line graph. So let's just do the number line graph and we'll make the connection, okay? All right, so we're going to make our number line graph. And here's 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll have 0 and negative 1. And by now, this part should be pretty standard. We want an open point. And then everything this way. So when we say all real numbers, we're basically saying everything. Because sometimes if you just say everything less than 1, or if you say x is less than 1, sometimes the belief is, well, that means it's 0 and -1 and -2 and -3. We're just kind of hopping to the next integer, right? That's at least because we're used to counting with integers. But when we say all real numbers, which numbers are we talking about? Yes.
The things in between,
Everything in between, right? Yes.
When we're saying all the numbers, it means positive, negative, integers, and decimals.
And decimals. And just everything. You just kind of, any number you could think of in that shaded region, anything smaller than 1. It could be decimal fraction, repeating decimal, irrational numbers, you name it. It just captures everything. So that's why you'll hear sometimes all real numbers to let you know it's everything. Okay? I just wanted to make that specification because I need you to understand that. All right, here we go. Next one. Number 2. Let's do 2x plus 6 divided by -3 is less than or equal to 4. Okay? Go ahead and write that one down. So write it down and let's see. This one's a little different, right? So it doesn't really follow the model that we're used to, but we've solved these before. What's our first move? Raise your hand if you have an idea of what to do first. Right.
please subtract 4 by 6.
I would love to do that. The only thing is I can't get to that 6 because we have this division. So the dividing is kind of taking the place of parentheses. It's saying prioritize B. Yes.
Multiply both sides by -3.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. It's kind of like a grouping symbol in this case. It's telling you do this first or take care of this first. So we have to multiply both sides by -3. And we are multiplying by -3, right? Which does this, which we want, but it also does one thing with inequalities. What do we have to look out for with an inequality in this case? Yes?
That if both sides are being multiplied by a negative, you have to flip to inequality.
Yeah. I'm going to circle that because I did multiply both sides by a negative, so I have to flip it. So now I got 2x plus 6 is greater than or equal to -12. All right, we had to look out for that. All right, let's continue. But now it's just a 2-step inequality. Those aren't too bad. We've got 2x is greater than or equal to -18. Divide out the 2. And we get x is greater than or equal to -9. And how else would we write this? All real numbers. Can I show you a shortcut for saying real numbers? Do this. Make, like you're going to put the double L for all, but make an R with that. Make an R there. This is the symbol for real numbers. Okay, so from now on, whenever we write this, it's a mathematical term. What we are saying is the word real numbers. That's the symbol for real numbers. So all real numbers greater than or equal to 9. Or we could just say all real numbers 9 or greater. Oh, -9, yes. Good catch. Thank you, sir. All real numbers -9 or greater. Okay, let's make our number line. -9. -8, -7, -10, -11. Okay. And so we're saying 9 is a solution, and anything, no matter what it is, negative as long as it's bigger than -9, decimal, fraction, irrational, rational, we'll take it all, as long as it's a real number. Okay? All right, any questions so far? All right, let's do another one. We'll do 2 more. Okay? So, let's do number 3. -3 minus 6 times the quantity 4x plus 6 is greater than -111. Okay. Ooh, this has everything.
Is that 4x or 9x?
That's 4x. Yes, -3 minus 6 times the quantity 4x plus 6, and then greater than -111. You guys ready? Let's solve it. What's our first move, guys?
4x. Distribute.
Distribute, yeah. What do we distribute, though? -6, yeah. We are going to recognize this as a -6 and distribute that through. We got -3. And then what else do we have? And then we'll get the x. Will it be plus or minus 36?
Minus.
Greater than -111. Okay. So after that, we distribute, combine like terms. Can we combine like terms?
Yes.
Yeah, we sure can. We got -3 here, -36 there. Let's combine those. -39. So I'll just put that here. -39 minus 24x is greater than -111. Okay. Let's down to a 2-step equation. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so we've got -24x greater than, what's -111 plus 39? Yeah, -72. We'll get rid of the -24. Hopefully we'll get an integer. If not, it's a fraction. We're okay with that. Okay. X is, oh, almost missed it. What do I have to do? Gotta flip it. Divided by a negative. X is less than just 3. 24 goes into 72 3 times. So this time we're saying, let's write down our statement. All real numbers less than 3. Okay? All right. And so we want an open point and everything this way. This would be all our answers, all our solutions. Okay. So we've just about hit everything we could possibly have, right? What have we, just going through the equations we've solved in the past that were multi-step. We've had combining, just combining. We had one where we had to multiply because it was a fraction. That was number 2. We've had distributing. What are we missing? What type of equations have we not looked at before? What kind of inequality have we not done that we encountered with equations? So this is an inequality that has variables on both sides. So here we go. Okay, you guys ready? Number 4. 28 minus 7x is less than or equal to -4 parentheses -7x minus 7. Okay, go ahead and write that down. This will be the last one. And we do have variables on both sides. So we still have to distribute. That's our first move. Let's do that. Okay, let's see what we get. Less than or equal to, yeah.
28x plus 28.
Okay. And let's get rid of, well, can we combine either just on the left or just on the right? No. We have to look out for that. I was eager to get rid of the variable on one of the sides. So we can either get rid of the -7x or get rid of the, this one? Okay. Either way, you're going to have to do a flip. And so let's do this, -28x to cancel this, but then we also have to do that here. Okay, so here we go. 28, -7x and -28x. Less than or equal to, we've got 28. Okay, and so what do we get here? What do I have to do now? Subtract 28. But look what's going to happen. Don't they cancel on both sides? 0 is an answer. Thank you. We're okay with 0 as an answer. And that's what you got here. And ultimately, maybe 0, but there's one last step, right? Yeah, let's not just say x is less than 0. That's our answer. We still have to divide, and it's important that we divide it out. Oh, yeah, less than or equal to. I just dropped it. Sorry. Let's divide -35. We still have to do this step. Don't kind of jump the gun and anticipate, oh, it's just x is less than or equal to 0. It's important I do this step because I did divide by a negative, right? Mm-hmm.
So it's -35, right? Wouldn't it be on the, how do I say it? Dividing by -35? Not subtracting?
Yeah, we divided. In this step, we divided by -35. Oh, yeah, no, we divided. Yeah, it's a factor of 35, so you have to divide by 35, -35. And you have to do this step because the actual answer is all real numbers 0 or greater. The actual answer is all real numbers 0 or bigger. Okay, if you jump the gun and kind of say, oh, it's not, it's the other, without doing the division at the end, you won't get the right answer. We want all real numbers 0 or greater. okay? Because our final graph would just be zero, anything 0 or bigger. Sorry, like so. All right. So, any questions?